Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Lord Forwind, here in Europa Universalis 4, playing as Castile into Spain. So after the very annoying loss of my save file for my first game of this is my second video of my second attempt to play them. I didn't lose the save file, I lost the Iron Man actually. So restarting it, so far off to a fairly good start. I got Tlemcen as a vassal. I don't think I'm going to make them a march this time because I do want to be able to annex them. I may have to make them a march depending on how it all works out. But for now I'll keep them around. I could pay off their debt, but I have to pay off my own. I did lose Navarra to France. I should have got that, but I wasn't paying attention. However, I did get Isabella as an heir, so if my king dies, actually I can make him abdicate, can't I? You know what? I will abdicate and make him abdicate. Let's see if this works out. Ferdinando. That also should stop the Castilian Civil War? No, not at the moment. Aragon's not a great power though. Let's use military power and strengthen the government for the moment. Trying to prevent the Civil War from firing. It's gonna fire. Okay. Unless I can somehow get the union with Aragon, which now that I have a female ruler is a very real possibility. England, his War of the Roses has ended. Good for them. Lucky for them, actually. And the Moroccans have revolted. They're going to get crushed. Okay, problem solved. Mostly. Almost cored that land. Can help with that. Reduce war exhaustion as much as I can. They're still going to want to revolt in Dahra. And I gotta bring this fleet back to recover. Other things I did. Portugal lost a war with Morocco, lost Ceuta. I gained Tangiers in a war, started another war immediately with Granada, and managed to steal Ceuta and Melilla for myself. So this is what I've gained. And I did this time remember to get all of Granada in my peace deal, which I didn't last time. So for now I am standing. However, I have no manpower, I have rebel uprisings, I'm going to trigger the Castilian Civil War, but I do have a genius female ruler on the throne. So, if I would be lucky enough to get... Oh my gosh, really? Sometimes I feel like a moron. So, although Isabella is my ruler, Aragon happens to have a female ruler and a female heir. So my only hope is for Isabella to die so I can get Ferdinando on the throne and then get them. Whereas if I had waited, I would have been fine. Just goes to show you really have to pay attention to everything. Because I didn't, and now it's coming back to bite me. Okay, I did, however, just force Granada to convert to Catholic. Good, so Spain is now Christian. I don't know what that really is going to do for me. What modifier did it give me? Unified Faith. Okay, next mission, conquer Zaragoza, which is Aragon, who's allied to England and Austria. Nope. Manpower reserves need to recover. Austria... would not take a royal marriage. I still have Burgundy though. If he dies, one of my dynasty, I'll take the throne. If my army will finish reinforcing, I can try to get my economy back under control. I'll boost gold in La Mancha to help a bit. Also, other things to note, the Renaissance fired in Aragon's territory of Syracuse, Palmyra, So I am actually getting the Renaissance faster than I would normally. Not as fast as I wish I did, because Aragon's my rival, but fast. I also should issue an embargo on Aragon, an embargo on France, and an embargo on England. I am the 5th world's greatest power at the moment. Probably helps that I just stole all that land from Tlemcen. Tlemcen, I really do not know how to say that name. Times of need of Burgundy. Coffers are worryingly light. Let's see if they'll give me anything. Okay, 50 ducats, and their relations with me improved. How much is my loan for? I've got 2 loans for a lot. Could ask the burghers for money, but they hate me. I did give them Sevilla. Probably shouldn't have. Okay, when is the Castilian Civil War going to fire? Very soon. Okay. Algerian separatists are not firing, so I should move out so they actually do fire. I guess I should work on coring Morocco, Granada here. However, I think I should save the administrative power to try and attempt to get out of the Castilian Civil War as fast as I can. No, I'm not going to take an advisor because that was making me bankrupt. Okay! Castilian Civil War. I'll take supporting my heir here, Ferdinando. No idea what's going on here. Okay, that's over. Gonna win that fight. Definitely gonna have rebels in Dahra any second now. Those rebels have been squashed. Whoa, 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 okay, stopping. Okay, okay, rebels. Okay. I need to re-raise my forts so that I don't collapse into turmoil instantly. I've dealt with these rebels to the south, so now it's just a matter of going north and taking out the rebels. Hopefully before their forts get fully upgraded. I will take the succession duties from the Pope. Okay, taking Tangiers, mothball it, work on Ceuta, raise more production in La Mancha. Probably gonna end up with another loan, so I probably shouldn't have paid it off. Okay, squash those guys. Loan. Retake that province. Mothball this, mothball this, mothball this. Move that army up to deal with those rebels. Oops, take out those rebels. Take out both of those. I'm actually going to lose that northern battle, it looks like. Nope, in the end my troops came through and I won. Okay, all the rebel armies have been squashed. Now to regain the land, easily done. Actually, I should send this army immediately down to Dahra because there's going to be a rebellion there. Yep. Whew. And like that, the rebels have been stopped, although the war will continue until I get another stability, which is going to be a little while. So, med administrative support from the clergy, raise that, boost stability, and bang, the Civil War is over. I've got to say, I think that was my most efficient dealing with the Civil War ever. No, that's not right. I did deal with one better once, but that was still pretty good. Still got a core Granada and stuff, but for now I have a stable, functioning country with a good heir if my ruler dies, which he could die any time. And I could have had the Iberian wedding. Shoot. That's gonna hurt. It fires if either I have a female ruler or they have a female ruler and either person's, I think, other ruler is male. I don't think it has to deal with the errors. If it did, it could fire at any time. Okay, Renaissance still spreading through the lands. Not spreading at all in my capital compared to my border countries, but I'll deal with that. Spreading in the 4 up here quickly because they're friendly with Aragon. Good for them. I have to remember to mothball the forts. Not going to be enough gold, though. Okay, that ought to be enough. Okay. Stable. I hate losing stability to try and eradicate corruption. It's not worth it. 75 is much cheaper, so we'll do that that way. Okay, let's stop the corruption for the moment. I'm losing money. So many problems. Okay, I'll do it this way. Check on the tech, Renaissance, not in any of my provinces yet, so I don't have to worry about that. I'm going to get it before Portugal, obviously. Still no manpower. Still likely a rebellion in Algiers. Okay, let's core this land. So I don't have to deal with as many much overextension. Level 5 military tech, good. Probably one of the stronger militaries right now. England's not happy with me. There's a surprise. France is not happy with anybody. Let's see what would happen if I declared war on France. Portugal would help, Burgundy would not help. Burgundy's in another war. What other war are they in? They're attacking Liege? Oh. I know they get the mission attack Liege, but usually they get destroyed by the HRE, but since Austria's not in charge, okay, that makes sense. They're attacking because the HRE is weak. Good move on Burgundy's part. Very good move. Just defended my noble state. But the burghers don't hate me anymore, so let's ask them for money. Repay one loan. Only one left. Okay. Stability is slowly returning to the realm. Even though I have a level 2 missionary strength advisor, I still can't convert anything. That's ridiculous. Tlemcen's loyal. I should start fabricating claims on... Nope, not on Tunis, because the Ottomans would join them in a war, I bet. Yeah. Instead, Morocco would be a good target. They're trying to become friends with France. Okay. Core Granada itself. Any chance I could promote... No, I can't promote Moroccan as a culture because they're not part of my core territories yet. That wouldn't be worth it as much as I would like them as cores. Well, I do dominate the trade node because Portugal only has Lisboa and Porto, but I have the other ones. I have Ceuta and Tangiers. Actually, Ceuta doesn't give me much, does it? Tangiers does. Ceuta is just a fort blocking the crossing into Spain. Really don't need two forts there, though. I'll hold on to it for the moment. Not gonna. No, I'll take a diplomatic advisor. I do need power. Even though Isabella is a genius ruler with a 563. For that. Well, in terms of the game going a bit better, it is going a bit better this time than my last play. As scary as that sounds. Burgundy is still winning the war against Liege, so that's good. If they take Liege, that makes Burgundy a lot stronger so that they're not likely to collapse. At least until their Dutch provinces try and revolt on them. Although they will inherit them pretty much immediately after 1494. Or whatever it is, 50 years after the start of the game? Yeah, 94. You know, I think I'm going to mothball my armies here a bit. For the money. It's all about the money. 187. A little bit of rebellion in Dara, but I'm not concerned. No, I'm not going to hire them. I'll deal with prestige and problems my own way. I am going to start fabricating more claims on Morocco, though. Portugal is loyal. Okay. They're only level 4. You know, I probably should start a war against Morocco, now that I'm thinking about it. Maybe once I get the next claim. War against Morocco, if I can take all this land before Portugal does. Or at least take the coastline. I can't convert it. I won't be able to convert the Moroccan lands for ages. But I think I can afford to hold on to them. Oh, I could convert them if I boosted my stability again. 0.8 to convert. You know, that's almost worth it, but I don't know how long this guy is. He's 50, so he could die any time. Okay, another claim on Morocco here. Oh wait, I'm also doing recover manpower, right? 28, nah. Who cares? Fabricate claims. I want Harb or whatever it is. Stop building that. Re-raise the army. Corruption is ticking down. We'll call Portugal into this war. Yeah, I'll do it now. Take a Harb, call Portugal in. Declare war, try and smash their army on day 1. Success. Take a Harb on day 1. Isabella is industrious. Oh, that's nice. Rival of our rival. Denmark's opinion is 100. Oh, they're enemies with England. Can't get them as an ally, but free diplomatic power is always worth it. And I can actually get to Marrakesh. Interesting. Same thing with Portugal. Do not want to give Portugal any land if I can help it, though. Keeping Portugal small and weak would be ideal. Small, weak, and my ally. At least till they colonize everything. Torquemada did die, okay. So I didn't get him. He was cheaper, but I didn't take him. He turns out not to have lasted long anyway. Mothball these forts. Where's my navy? I don't need it to return home. Morocco is not a threat. But for 48% of the trade, it's much better to have them out. How is the institutions going? 60% of my land is one of my territories. So it's ticking upwards, slowly. I can, in fact, repay the loan and still not have to worry about maintaining my troops. So I will do that. Loans are repaid. Gonna take Fez here, gonna take Marrakesh, gotta take the coastline now, before Portugal does. Even though I'm allied with Portugal, half this war is over trying to get the land before Portugal can get it. Seeing as they're not going to give me Tadala here because they want it. I have no incentive to want to give them any land. I'll force them to go colonize things. That army's doomed. Just like that. I'll move out to go squash the armies completely. Bang, bang, bang. Problem solved. Land core. Land will take a while to core though. Diplomatic. Good. I'm going to fall behind the administrative here for sure. No air for Burgundy still. Unusual. And like that. If I don't take that, it's still joint coalition. Okay, I've got the incentive to take as much land as I want. And just like that, Morocco is pretty much destroyed, and Portugal has no land, no way to get to the rest of Morocco. Coring this is going to be expensive, though. Oh, the rebels that I see coming in the future. Okay, you know what? If I can convert even one of their provinces, or two of them, that's worth it. So I'll convert them and core everything else, or as much as I can. And now I wait for the inevitable rebellions and coalition to form against me. Okay, Denmark is now no longer need to worry about them. I guess it's worth it. I don't really need diplomatic reputation as Spain, Castile. Wow, not making sense. Castile, which will be Spain eventually. Okay, I need to stop going up there because of unbalanced research, so switch to administrative. And if she dies, Lancasters take over. I'll reduce my manpower income for the moment and mothball all the forts. Now I do not need 3 forts here, so I'm definitely going to get rid of Ceutas. Keeping Tangiers because it's a center of trade and AIs tend to take those. Fez is a good boundary. And just like that I have a stable stuff. Okay, Consort of the People. Lowborn totally out of question. That's the only event I've seen in this game that does not have... Well, sorry, it's not the only one. It's like one of like 2 events I've ever seen that does not have an effect for not taking it. Like it should make the queen depressed or something, make her lose 1 in a stat or something, but no, it's just... If you don't take it, there's no problems. The queen apparently recovers and goes on with her life, or king, as the case may be. Tlemcen, still fairly loyal. Not too trusting, though. Great power. I could try and influence them or pay off their debt or something. If Portugal's king dies, one of my dynasty takes over. That would be good if he'd only die, which is unlikely to happen. Okay, how's the Renaissance doing? Oh, ways away. Okay. Moroccan separatists, expect that. Let's instead boost military power there a bit. Get the Renaissance hopefully a little sooner. Squash these rebels as fast as I can. Okay, rebels are squashed. Or almost squashed. It's just a matter of ticking around. Okay, I have no manpower, but I don't have as many rebel issues. Now it's Tafiliat. Tafilati separatists. That is a mouthful to say. Obviously the zealots from me trying to convert these provinces, which can't be converted anymore, so I'm just wasting my time. Okay. I guess I'll just hoard them then. Problem solved. Or mostly solved. I think I should be able to... Nope, I can't do that yet. Let's make Northern Morocco a core. Can't do that either. Soon, soon, soon. Ah, there we go. North Morocco is now going to be core provinces. I will give Tangiers reluctantly to the burghers. We'll give Ceuta to the clergy. And can I now? I cannot promote Moroccan ideas. Okay, let's make this easy on myself then. Let's convert Basque culture and Galatian culture before I forget. That should deal with any rebels in my own lands I don't want. Whatever these rebels are, it is a gold province eventually. I will take the bonus diplomatic relations. Lose the burghers' loyalty though, for the moment. Raise the levies. What's Fez's court here? Said these provinces weren't worth it for me to own, but it is a trade province, so I think it's worth it. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay, here we go. Oh, shoot. Burgundy wants me to come to aid to conquer England versus Aragon and Savoy. Yeah, I will, but I don't know if you really want me to. Okay, let's make these Aragonese provinces of interest. Oh, I don't know how we're gonna win this. Oh, I should at least be able to take out Aragon though. Well, mostly, if I'm lucky. They're an equivalent military. Oh, they're actually ahead in military tech a bit. Where's my navy? Go home. You cannot fight both Aragonese, Savoy, and Nepalese navies. Go siege Valencia here. How are we doing? Actually, I should check great powers in case I gotta worry about France. France could intervene, I think, on England's side. I don't think they will. The war up here has gone well for Burgundy. Okay. We could have the Burgundy in succession here if we're not careful. If he starts losing the war, his ruler could just drop dead. Which would be very bad. Well, my job's pretty simple. Peace out Aragon before they can really intervene in the war. Don't have a general, weirdly enough. And Okay, phew. I thought France had intervened for a second. You know, this probably would be a good stopping point. Yeah, I'll stop here. It's about 30 minutes. So things are going fairly well. We've cut off Portugal from Morocco, which is a big goal. Got Tlemcen, got a female ruler on both Aragon and Castile's thrones, so there's a chance of the Iberian Union. Burgundy is trying to beat up England. We'll see if it succeeds. And the Renaissance is in my lands, so it will spread pretty rapidly now. And then I can hopefully catch up in tech a bit more, even though I'm doing pretty well. But that will be it for this video, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye for now.